they're much more established now as a drama school. But when I first went, they were kind of in the developmental stages. So they were still very new and fresh, and not many people have heard of them. And they were, I guess, growing as the time went on. And now they're, you know, a really well-established, known agency. But back when I started, when I used to tell people didn't actually know, like, what I was talking about. So it's nice to see how much they've developed and come on.
Yeah, they've got some big actors and actresses now, haven't they?
Yeah.
Wow. So you must be a sense of pride that you came from that kind of, you know, that kind of tree.
I guess so. Yeah, in some ways, I guess so. It's nice to say that. Yeah, I was part of that. Yeah.
Oh, wicked. So, all right. So, what is your favorite production then? That you've been in. I know it's hard to choose. Been out a couple of them now, but what was your favorite one? You can say, looking back.
I've been asked that.
In terms of theatre. Let's just do that.
Theatre. Okay.
Yeah.
Theatre. I guess. Oh, actually, okay. So I did a live showcase. It was actually, I just really liked the subject matter. So it was a live showcase, and it was a campaign based on females in particular, speaking out against abuse and also rape. So we did like a live performance, and we had rape victims in the audience. We had various organisations that support people that have suffered abuse or rape, and we basically delivered like a live performance, and we did it from the perspective of the victim, the victim's parents, their partners, their friends, etc. And at the end, it was quite overwhelming, because a few people had come up to me and they thought that I was actually a victim of rape. They didn't think that we were actors. So I was really taken aback by that.
Yeah.
And it just goes to show that I obviously delivered a really convincing performance. But yeah, that was, it meant a lot, and it was really heartfelt, and like there was people in the audience that were in tears and stuff, and to provoke those kind of emotions and reactions from people. And people were thanking me after and saying that you really portrayed, you know, a different side, and you've really opened people's eyes to like a different side of it. So that made me feel like I'd actually, you know, done something that was meaningful, and I actually touched a few people in the audience. So that was a really nice feeling.
Wow. What was that production called?
That was called, oh gosh, what was it called now? Breaking the Silence.
Breaking the Silence. Okay. Is there anything online of that show, or can listeners go and look at it?
The actual show they didn't televise it, but I think they did have reference to it on the website for the actual production team, but they didn't televise the actual event. Yeah.
Wow, that sounds really powerful, man. So is that the kind of vein you're going to go down, sort of like you know, sort of like activism, acting, so to speak? Is that kind of stuff you're going to be going into?
No, my forte is TV and film, so that's what I want to specialise in. Yeah, I'm always open to doing one-off projects and doing different roles and stuff, but my forte is definitely TV and screen. That's where ideally I want to focus on, and that's where I'd like to be.
Okay. What is your favourite kind of character to play? Is it what kind of character? Somebody flawed, or what kind of characters do you like? Like comedy? What kind of characters do you like?
To be honest, for me, I just like playing characters that are a complete contrast to me as a person, because I feel like when you push yourself as an actress, and when you're playing a role that's completely different to who you are as an individual, I believe that's when your acting is really put to the test. So for me, it doesn't really matter what the role is. I like to do a variety of roles because I like to test myself. For example, I've played a drunk, I've played a domestic abuse victim, I've played a really mouthy kind of bully girl gang. I've played so many different roles, and I like to do that because I don't like to pigeon myself down kind of one route or one avenue. I like to push myself as an artist. So for me, it's a lot more fun creating this character or this individual who is completely different to you. So when people, friends and family actually come to watch it, they're like, oh my gosh, Elisha, like, if I didn't know you, I'd actually believe like you were like that. That's crazy, because obviously they can see the complete contrast to who I am as a person.
Yeah.
And then you get people that come up to you after, and then they're like, I thought you was going to be like this, because you portrayed a certain character or a certain role, whether it's on TV or theatre. So I think for me, the contrast, that's what I like.
So you like the getting down and dirty and doing the research and getting right deep into the character. That kind of gets you going.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, wicked. All right. So what are you doing now then? What are you working on now?
Well, I just shot a music video last weekend, so that was really fun. That should be out in the next 2 or 3 weeks, so can't really say much about it yet, but that was a really fun project, quite different. I also, last week, I was filming for a short film called Kay's Dream, which again is just in post-production at the moment, so that should be out shortly. I've actually got a screening this week as well for a feature film that I filmed actually. It was last year we filmed it, but the screening's actually taking place this week. So I'm really looking forward to seeing the end project, and that's called Cards on the Table. So that should be quite interesting. I'm really looking forward to that. Wow. So, and then I've got a few up-and-coming projects. I've just been cast for 2 new projects, so I'm looking forward to starting those. So, I guess I'm keeping busy. You can definitely say that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Wow, these other ones, man. Every time I speak to you on this, it's like, something's coming up, but I can't say. And I'm like, I want to know what it is. But,
I know. You know what? That's the next thing. Sometimes as well, I've had things where I've gotten projects and sometimes they've fallen through or the funding's fallen through.
Yeah.
So with me, and also sometimes as well, depending on the project, you're not always allowed to, give away details and provide kind of any context. So I guess for me, now I just kind of like to show people, because I don't really like to talk on things, and if they don't accumulate to something, I don't. So for me, I'm always saying to people, just keep looking on my page, and once I start talking about it, you know that it's coming literally within a few weeks or very soon. So I don't really like to false promote and then it doesn't go to plan. Yeah.
So do people book through you, or you book for your like a management team or agent?
It really depends. I'm actively auditioning for roles myself. I also have an agent, so she'll put me forward for roles. So it really just depends. And sometimes, obviously, when you start to network and you start to know individuals, sometimes they'll keep you in mind for other projects. So sometimes it could be word of mouth. They might, someone might suggest you because they've worked with you before. It's a small world in the kind of creative industry. So it's very good to know people and to network. So sometimes people can just suggest you for another project because they've worked with you previously. So it can be a bit of a mixed bag, to be honest.
So has there only been any projects that you've done and you've kind of done it and you've been like, not really sure about that experience? You're not really too positive about that experience.
Do you know what? It does happen. I'm not going to lie. Not so much now because I think I'm a bit more selective, but it has happened, like, I guess more of the earlier stages, and that was when I was a lot more inexperienced within the industry, and I guess I didn't really know much about the industry, so I was still forever learning anyway, but that doesn't really happen to me much now, in all honesty.
Oh, that's good. Thank goodness for that.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so we're going to do a quick fire round now, yeah? All right? So, because we're completing your journey now, so you're good. And then at the end, we'll get your socials, all right? We'll get your social medias.
Okay, sure.
All right, so, you ready?
Yeah, ready.
All right, here we go. Favorite color?
Red.
Favorite food?
Roti.
Okay, all right.
And curry chicken.
All right, favorite actor?
Oh, that's a hard one. Can I do a male and female? Oh, that's
hard. Go on. Do male and female. Go on.
That is so hard.
No,
only one.
Yes, I'm gonna be strict. Yes, only one.
Gosh.
All right. All right. I'll tell you what. If you have a list, do your list. Go on.
Well, Denzel Washington.
The girl's favorite.
It's so hard for the females. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna say
It always happens, you know. It always happens. They go, "Yeah, I'm ready for it," and then you get to it, and they go,
"Okay, Julia Roberts." It's so hard.
Julia Roberts. Okay, why Julia Roberts? That's a good one. Why Julia Roberts?
I love her as an actress. Do you know what I like
powerful.
about
She's
her?
Powerful, though. She's powerful. Quietly powerful.
She, for me, she plays a lot of diverse roles. And I like that as an actress. And I think I spoke about it before, you know, pushing yourself and playing characters that are completely different to you as an individual. I also really love a movie that stands out for me is Erin Brockovich.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a very good movie that Julia Roberts stars in. So, yeah. And she's got she's got so many classic movies that she's in. I love her as an actress. I think she's a very natural actress, very believable. And I've liked the contrasting roles that she's played. There's so many that I want to say, though. But, yeah, I've chosen her.
Okay, all right. So Denzel and Julia Roberts, yeah? Okay, all right, okay. North or South London?
South.
You better say South. I'm from South, so you better say South. East or West London?
West.
Okay. All right. Garage or jungle?
Garage. Okay. No. Okay, go on. Garage. I said it. I
said it now. You can't go back. All right. R&B and hip hop?
Oh, definitely R&B.
Okay. R&B and or soul?
That's hard. Okay. R&B. Ooh. Yeah, R&B.
Okay. Being a money mogul or have wisdom?
Oh. Money mogul.
Money mogul. Okay. All right. Biggest fashion statement?
Biggest fashion statement. Fashion statement, did you say?
Yeah.
Oh, are you making me think?
It's what it's all about.
I don't know.
All right, we'll skip it. We'll come back to it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, because I don't want to put you under pressure. All right. Favorite film?
Ooh, that is hard. I've got different ones for different genres. I don't know.
Go on, list. We'll do that. Do that list then. That's fine. I like that. Do that list.
Okay, Coming to America.
Comedy, yeah.
Comedy, because that's just a classic.
Okay.
There's too many. Okay. I love The Colour Purple.
Yep, good film.
So I guess that's like a period drama, would you call it?
Yeah. Definitely period drama. Period piece.
Oh, it's so hard. It's actually hard. Okay. Okay, The Sopranos.
All right, yeah, TV series.
Yeah. Oh, it's hard. Okay. The Godfather. Love that as well.
All right, nice. Only part one, yeah?
Do you know what? They're all pretty good, actually. But yeah, number one is definitely a classic. Oh, it's really hard. How many have I given? I've given quite... Do you know what? I could go on for ages. Okay, I've given... Yeah. Maybe I'll stop there because I'll just keep listening.
All right. So you're going to come on the podcast again and we're going to ask that question again. You can... Yeah?
I'm going to have a good think.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah. Don't worry. All right. Greatest achievement to date. What's the greatest achievement?
Oh.
Do you know what? It's good that you're flummoxed to these questions, because you get asked these questions